5 most expensive fruits in the world. Number 5. Pineapples from the Lost Gardens of Hooligan. We all know that pineapples don't grow in Europe. But that's half true. The Lost Gardens of Hooligan in Cornwall, UK, is the last place in all Europe where pineapples do grow. It's a pineapple pit, the kind that Victorian gardeners used in the 18th century. The technique involves large quantities of fresh manure and urine-soaked hay used to heat up the pit where the pineapples are planted, and a lot of hard manual labor. Normally, these pineapples are not sold, though they're valued at more than $1,500 each. Despite that, one was auctioned at some point and the buyer paid around $16,000 for one. Number 4. Taiyo no Tamago mangoes. The mangoes, named Taiyo no Tamago, which translates to egg of the sun, are actually the Irwin cultivar types of mangoes, but fetch surprisingly high prices in Japan's luxury fruit market. Atlas Obscura reported, on a normal day Taiyo no Tamago mangoes will sell for upwards of $50. The reason for the high price tag being the care taken when growing the fruit. The mangoes sold at auction met certain requirements. According to the Miyazaki Agricultural Economic Federation, weighing at least 350 grams each, with a high sugar content, and at least 50% of their skin covered in the signature red. This year's result of the auction topped the record high of 400,000 yen, $3,600. Number 3. Ruby Roman grape. A bunch of high-end red grapes sold Thursday in central Japan for 1.3 million yen, $12,200, a record price for the second year in a row, in the season's first auction. The Ruby Roman, whose grapes are each about the size of a ping-pong ball, had fetched 1.2 million yen last year. The variety was developed by Ishikawa Prefecture. Hayakura Kuso, an operator of traditional ryokan inns in the prefecture, was the successful bidder, buying the grapes through a wholesaler at the central wholesale market in Kanazawa. The Ruby Roman is known for a high sugar content and low acidity ever since it made its market debut in August 2008. There had been worries about a potential negative impact from high humidity brought on by long spells of rain on this year's harvest, according to Azen Ishikawa, a farming cooperative. The grapes are usually harvested over about 3 months from July, according to the cooperative, which expects 26,000 bunches to be shipped by the end of September. Premium fruits and other luxury foods tend to fetch very high prices at first auctions in Japan, with buyers often using successful bids for promotional purposes. Number 2. Densyuk watermelons. Densyuk watermelons only grow in Hokkaido, Japan. The rind on the watermelon is visibly darker, and the flesh is known to be much sweeter than the regular watermelons sold elsewhere. Prices for individual Densyuk watermelons actually average around $250. But top quality melons at auction pick up anything from $1,000 to $4,500. Even going as high as $6,000 one year. Auctions every year happen in June and draw quite a crowd. Not to mention the amount of yen they pull in. Experts say that the quality in sweetness and taste is much higher than the other melons in the market and the texture is crunchier. The melons are also limited in numbers, which puts them in high demand and high price. Number 1. Yubari King melon. This specific variety of melon is called the Yubari King, and is actually a cross between 2 types of cantaloupe. Just like Kobe beef or champagne, the fruit can only be produced in a certain region in order to be named thus, Yubari. A pair of the premium melon has recently sold at auction for an astounding 3 million yen, equal $29,000. The reason Yubari King melons are so expensive is reportedly their sweetness. However, this latest sale is record-breaking. Previously, Yubari melons have been bought for no more than $25,000.